Oops. Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast between DIMAGA and Strelok here on Scrap Station. Here we have Strelok spawning as the blue Terran player, or Mouse Strelok spawning as the blue Terran player. Meanwhile, we have DIMAGA spawning as the red Zerg player over here. So, should be a pretty interesting matchup here on Scrap Station. This is the second game that I'm casting in this series. I'm not 100% sure of the order, and I rarely like to cast the games in order anyways, just because if I know it's a best of 3 series and there's 3 games, then if one person wins one, I know who wins the other, so I try to cast them out of order, and hopefully I'll be able to post them in order. Anyways, back over here, we now have an Overlord now moving out and going to be able to start getting some sight into the base of Mouse Strelok. This shoutcast and commentary is sponsored by lucomputers.com. Go ahead and check out their website for StarCraft 2 tested computers. There's a link on the home page. Back over here, we'll see if DIMAGA tries to go for an extractor before a spawning pool. DIMAGA did go extractor before spawning pool in the first game that I casted between these two on Lost Temple, just because I think he just wanted that extra metabolic boost very, very early. He may try to go for a standard 14 pool, however, as that looks to be the case, or he may even try to be going for a 15 hatchery. And that's also a very, very common opening as well, as we now have this SCV moving its way out, and now an Overlord making sure that there's no sort of proxy racks being set up over here. And now moving out, we do have a drone moving out. Will that drone be growing up to be a hatchery? It looked like he will, or she will. Depending on, well, I'm not going to look at the bottom of a drone to check for you, but I'm going to be calling them Daisy nonetheless. SCV now heading back over here, going to be able to quickly scout out that early hatchery over here. So this early hatchery now in play, and now Mouse Strelok knows that he can try to set up an extra expansion or try to tech a little bit further, as opposed to trying to do any sort of holding off against some sort of baneling bust in the next 2 minutes or so. Back over here, we do have an extractor now up, and now a spawning pool being laid down. So extractor followed by a spawning pool is pretty much standard opening. We should probably see a queen, and now we have a bunker coming in from Mouse Strelok. So Mouse Strelok getting an early bunker, and a drone coming over to try to start zapping away at this SCV. SCV already low on hit points, down to 25 hit points out of 45, as this bunker now starting to get zapped a little bit more by the claws of this drone. We do have a Marine now making his way very, very slowly over to here, as this SCV is trying to take down this, or as this SCV wants to finish this bunker but may not be able to. And now more drones coming off the line, and now Mouse Strelok and that SCV very, very low on hit points as well. More drones coming over, and this hatchery going to be completed in just a second. Will the Marine be able to get into it in time? No, but now that one SCV sitting there, now trying to pull away. Marines now chasing down a drone over here. Will that drone be able to get back? No, not quite yet. Trying to chase away, as this Marine now taking more and more damage, and now these drones going to go ahead and try to start mining back over here. We do have a queen being trained up over here at the natural base, and a Marine coming over, but now that Marine quickly getting destroyed by Zerglings City, and that were with that metabolic boost. Back over here now we have one Reaper coming in, and that Reaper may be able to come in and get some quick shots and get some quick damage in, but no, that Reaper now needs to be forced to pull away. That Reaper needs to jump down that cliff and make sure that he does not try to do anything else over here. Now gonna go back around that far side. No, doesn't want to engage, realizes there's an Overlord right there. He is revealed, so not gonna engage. We're gonna wait for another Reaper brother in order to do any sort of engagement. Now those Reapers will be able to essentially one-shot any Zerglings. So that is the reason why he wants to be able to get 2 Reapers. 2 Reapers now able to one-shot any of those Zerglings, but now a Queen coming out to join in on that fight. And the Reapers look like, do they have the movement upgrade? Yeah, they now have a Nitro Pack movement upgrade. Overlord now being forced to pull away. Those Reapers will be able to harass very, very effectively with that additional movement upgrade. There are the Zerglings. The Zerglings, however, do have are a little bit slower, as the Queen now off there. Reaper's now going to jump off to that high ground and perhaps try to get some damage done. And those Zerglings now with that metabolic boost able to start chasing down some of those Reapers. And now those Zerglings going to tear apart that Reaper there, and down it goes. So Zerglings with that metabolic boost able to run almost at a speed, I believe a speed of 6 whenever it's on creep. So 4.7 off of creep, so very, very fast units, and continue to just be able to run around. There are a lot of supply depots holding this front door, and now a bunker being laid down here. Marines really need to get into that bunker, or perhaps raise the supply depots in just a moment. We do have a command center now being laid down, and now this poor SCV trying to repair, get this bunker up, will not be able to. Oh, may be able to, and now that bunker is in fact up and running. SCV is now being transferred over. SCV is going to start attacking with some Marine and Hellion support. One SCV getting stuck there, one toasted Zergling, but more Zerglings coming in from behind, dealing terrible, terrible damage to this expansion over here. One Hellion trying to be micro to the best, and that one Marine needs to get into, yeah, so the Marine able to jump into that bunker, but now Zergling's able to run into the main base here, and now Strelok doing a horrible job at microing any of his bases, as there was a lot of SCVs just sitting there idle, now constantly repairing this Hellion. So SCVs is surrounding that one unit, that one Hellion, and able to repair it. And army-wise, we see Strelok sitting on a 200 mineral army versus the 50 mineral, 25 mineral army. That last Zergling running rampant through the space as now an armory being laid down. SCVs for some reason not being auto-mined. So yeah, Mouse Strelok losing a lot of precious minerals there as more SCVs being transferred. Strelok not idle SCVs sitting here as well. So we'll see if that comes back to haunt Strelok, as now an engineering bay coming into play, a factory, and now a tech lab. We are at tier 2. And I do not see us. No, there is a Spire, and now Mutalisk being trained up. Hellion's going to try to do some sort of harassment in order to get back into this game, as he is a little bit behind now in terms of the whole entire army economy strategy, losing a lot of his units there. Back over here, the harvester count of DIMAGA sitting at 34 harvesters compared to 31. Now Strelok, however, also getting a lot of mules in place, so that's really the reason why he has such a stronger economy, but not as much gas. As soon as we transfer some of those SCVs over to gas, you should see a larger discrepancy. Zergling sitting right here, gonna try to do some sort of press as these Mutalisks gonna come in and maybe get some quick kills on some of these SCVs. SCVs now getting taken down once again as those Mutalisks trying to use that flying and move and attack, maybe able to snipe down more SCVs. Now Zergling's gonna do a quick run by and ignore that whole entire bunker here as those Mutalisks coming back and now getting torn apart by that one Thor. So now Mutalisks harassing the main base and SCVs harassing that natural expansion here. Now this bunker is going to get taken down as well. One Marine not jumping into there, and now Zergling is going to be able to run rampant through the space. No, Mouse Strelok raising those supply depots just in time, and Mouse Strelok finally says GG. Taking a look at the losses there, Strelok losing 500 additional resources over DIMAGA in this matchup. So a great game between the two. Mouse Strelok, however, getting a little bit sloppy, a lot of idle SCVs, not being able to really hold off that attack, and really unable to put down any real pressure with those early Reapers and those early Hellions. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you guys on Battle.net. And yeah, I have one more game in this matchup between DIMAGA and Strelok. Stay tuned for that.